All right, good day, everyone. This is Tobiloba Omodare. So I am the developer of Eduflow CBT and School Portal platform. So in this video, I want to be introducing you to our School Portal platform, the features, some of the features, and the quality features that we have available on this platform. All right. So first and foremost, I want to let us know that this particular platform is meant for Nigerian secondary schools, Nigerian primary, nursery, secondary schools, and also we have another version which we also use in other countries like Ghana, for example. So, in nutshell, this software is used mainly by two countries, Nigeria and Ghana. So, but this is the Nigerian version, which I'll be explaining how you can effectively manage the portal. Okay, so this portal has two major two major sections, which is the school portal where you can effectively compute results, manage results, add subject, add class, add staff, manage staff, and so on and so forth. While the second section is the CBT platform, which I have explained in our previous videos. Okay, so but in this video, I'll be explaining just only the school portal aspect, starting from the the admin dashboard, explaining the fee management section, explaining the invoice management section, explaining the result computation and generating of the report card, and so on and so forth. So let me start from the landing page so that you can easily understand what our platform entails. Okay, now this is the landing page. This is what you are expected to have for your platform to successfully um, run. So I want to say that this particular platform does not only provide the backend. I mean, what I mean by backend is that the administrative end, where you can effectively manage all the staff, manage the students, and so on and so forth. So it also provides the front end, which is the website. So this is the website, this is the front end, as you can see. So this is the front end where the parents and every external bodies we interact with. As you can see, we have the online application. We have they can print application slip, online entrance examinations. They can even download admission from here. Okay, so if I should download this admission form, let me see the template that I'll be getting while downloading the admission form. So let me click on the. So this is a typical example of the admission form, as you can see from here. So this is what the parents will be filling or the student will be filling. Then they will take it to the school for authentication. So also let me move down to the another section of the landing page or the website. So we have all these galleries, school galleries, and the partners, and so on and so forth. So even students can check the results from this website, from this landing page. Okay, so they'll just click on this result checker page. Then you can easily see all the way to input the admission number, and it will fetch the student name, and they will just have to select the class, the STEM, and the section. Then it also have result checker. Okay, result pin rather. So where the students can easily enter their result checking pin. Okay, so like I said in our previous video, I said this pin can be generated and can be managed by the school administrator. So we are not in charge of generating pins. We don't sell pins to schools. So we don't sell pins. So what we do is to help the school owners to deploy the software and also train the school owners on how to make use of the platform and also how to monetize the platform. So this result checking features is one of the ways where school owners can monetize this platform. Okay, let me go back to the website, and we have other pages, contact us page, about us page. So if I click on the about us page, this is the about us page where the parent can easily know exactly what the school entails. Okay, where as you can see, we have the welcome address by the director and the school anthem. So let me just quickly log into the admin dashboard. So I'll just click on portal. So any staff that wants to log in, that is what they will click on. So the staff can log in with their username and password, while the student can log in with their reg number and password. Okay, so let me log in as the admin, the super admin. Okay, to show you the backend. All right, so this is the as you can see, this is the super admin. So we have different roles depending on how your school, how big your school is. You know, we have the super admin, we have admin, we can have the CPT admin, we can have the accountant, we can have um, the bursar, we can have so staff like teachers, subject teachers, class teachers, cleaner, and so on and so forth. So depending on what the role, the kind of assignment you want them to do, so that's where you can effectively manage their. You can just go to what's it called, rules and permission here. So once you add your staff, so just go to rules and permission and do justice to the rules, what you want them to have access to and what you don't want them to have access to. So the super admin has the total or overall control of the platform, how the platform will look like. Is it the what's it called? The user interface of the platform. So the super admin can effectively manage everything. Okay. Now let me start from the dashboard. We have the total class, total staff, total students, total fee, and so on and so forth. So then we have the profile. This profile is just like okay, talks about the admin status. Okay, so if I want to check the status of this account now, so as you can see, the name of this account says Rose International Schools, and the status is super admin, and the biodata of the super admin. So that's what the status is all about. So under the school settings, we have some list of information. So we have the edit school information, we have the view school information. So this edit school information is where the super admin can effectively manage the school name. So the school address, anything you put here. So the admin have to be mindful so that because this information will be reflected in the report card, in the report card. So if let me show you a sample of a report card. Let me log in and show you a sample of report card. Let me show you sample of report card. Okay, I just want to show you a sample. Let me show you a sample of report card. So every information you put uh, under the what's it called, under the okay, I think I've any information you put under the edit school information will show in the report card. As you can see, this is a typical sample of the report card. So the address, the phone number, the email, and the website. So this is the typical example of the report card you can see from here. Okay, let me go back to the admin dashboard. Okay, so we have view under this school settings. We also have the view school information. Can you hear me? All right. So we also have the school view school information. So as you click on it, so I'll be able to see everything that I've edited under the school information. We have this section, term, and date. So under this section, term, and date, the school can the admin can set the current term and the current section. So the current term, I want to set the current term. I just click on any of the term. So let's say third term, for example. Then I'll click on save term. Okay, so then if I want to select session, I want to set current session, I just come here and select the session and click on save session button. I can add new session, okay, if I've already exhausted all the available section in this drop down. So I can also add when the next time we begin and when this current time will stop. Okay, then I'll just save date. So furthermore, we have other features, other items under school settings. So we have the next item we have is the save account details. So if I should click on this save account details, okay, it's going to be telling me, okay, giving me the account number of the school, the tuition account number of the school. So this is the account number of a school, for example. So this account number will be made available in the student portal and even in the staff portal. So in case if any parent want to transfer money to the school account, so they will not have to come to the school or start disturbing the any of the admins or any of the staff. So once they just log into their portal, they can easily copy the account number and fund the school account number. And another interesting part of this feature is that you can also set purpose for the account, as you can see. So this particular account now is for tuition. So the admin can as well add any other available account and purpose. So one for your accessories, and maybe the school have another account for textbooks, another account for uniform, another account for this and that. So that is why this particular feature is also very important. So under SMS, so we have SMS features where the school can send bulk SMS to parents, um, or to staff. Okay, so if we have to send results, so the school admin can also send results via WhatsApp. They can send results via SMS. They can also send normal message via SMS. They can send result via WhatsApp. If I click on send result via WhatsApp, asking me to select the class, then the term, okay, select the class, the term, and the what's it called, and the section. So I'll click on generate WhatsApp message. Okay, so then from there I will just send the result to the provided class or student. Okay, now you have the sender ID, we have the recipient. These are the previous or recent SMS that was sent to this particular student. Okay, so now let me move down to what's it called? Let me move down to this side. So if I want to generate contact, this platform also provide a means where you can generate the guardian's contact automatically instead of having to type in their phone number one after the other. So you don't have to do that. Since during the enrollment, during the what's it called, onboarding section of the students and parents, you've already gotten their data, and their data is already stored in the database. So all you just need to do is just to show their contact. For example, I'll click on this class, then show contact. So it's going to be showing the contact of the parent of this. So if I should move down, so let me move down. As you can see, so we have two students in this class, Jesus1, and it's already showing me their guardian's contact. All I just need to do is just to click on send SMS to all. Or if I just want to send it to individual, I'll just click on send SMS. But I want to send a bulk SMS, not just individual SMS. So I'll click on send SMS to all. And you can see it's going to be giving me a modal which contains the sender ID and the recipient and the message. So the number is already there automatically. I don't need to be typing the number. So this sender ID now, I'll be explaining this sender ID. Where can you get the sender ID? I will be giving you an external, what's it called, another video which is beyond the scope of this particular training. Okay, so that is where you can create or send. You can generate a sender ID, okay, of your school. So every sender ID, every school has their own sender ID, and this sender ID is what they are going to be seeing when the bulk SMS is sent to all the parents. So they will know that okay, this SMS is coming from the school. It's just like a unique name. So and the length of the character must not exceed 11 letters. Okay, so because it's a unique name. So you cannot just use any out sender ID. You have to request for it. So once the sender ID is approved by the third party website that I will be sending, I'll be giving you the link after this video. Then once it is approved, you fund the wallet or the third party website, then you can now start sending bulk SMS. Okay. So there's nothing like having to fund, you're not using normal, what's it called? We actually integrated a third party API for sending anything like SMS or results via with SMS. Okay. So that's that on bulk SMS. Um, Now, okay, before I move to the next, what's it called? The next item or the next features on the list, I want to let us know that where we can effectively manage our sender ID. So I'll go to if I go to this, if I should click on this icon here at the top right bar, so I'll be seeing this school icon. So if I should click on it, it's going to be showing me settings, profile, and logout. So if I should click on settings, for example, so it will be you'll be seeing another page where you can effectively manage your sender ID. You can set your API token. So all these things, I'll be giving you another video where you can effectively, where you'll be seeing how you can manage your SMS, how you can request for sender ID, how you can um, request for sender ID, how you can generate an API token and put your API token here and save. Once that is done, you can send any bulk SMS. Okay, so now let me also go to notification, which is our next features. Notification is where you can see this yellow scrolling text at my top bar. So this is where to set the notification. So you can send notification to parent, to staff, to staff or to students. You can send it to all. So as you can see, you can also delete, you can deactivate the notification, you can add more notification. Okay, you can add more notification. So that's that on that. We also have a results pin. I think I explained the results pin the other time. So we have result pin. So the result pin, the admin can also generate result pins, and these result pins are what the student will be using to check their report card at the end of the term. This result pin is not compulsory, so you can always disable it. Where do you disable it? Just go to the same settings I went to the other time. Go to settings. Okay, you see scratch card result checking. So currently it is enabled. So if I should disable it, the student will not be able to check their results via result pin again. So because I already disabled it. So let me go back to the result pin and explain better on the result pin features. So if I should click on generate result pin, automatically to generate, I will select the term first. Okay, so automatically to generate pins, pin numbers. Okay, and I'll click on upload. I'll click on upload. So it generates 10 pins at a time. So once you've uploaded these 10 pins, you can as well generate another 10 pins. So as you can see that it has already generated another 10 pins automatically for you. So waiting for you to select the 10 and also upload pins. So but I'm not generating more pins. So I just want to view all the pins I've generated. So I'll click on result pin, view uploaded pin. So I'll be seeing, so I'll click on stem because I generated for second term. Then I'll click on view uploaded pin. So once I click on view uploaded pin, I'll be able to see all the pins that I've generated. Then I can now print, and let me try to print. I can now print this pin. So if I want to print this pin, I'll just select the term, which is second term. I'll click on print. So this can be printed by the school and start selling to the students, maybe like 1,000 or 500. So this is one of the ways to monetize the software and also generate more turnover or revenue for the schools. But it is not compulsory because some schools does not want it, while some school want it. That's why we put it there. So if you don't want it, you can always disable it, and if you want it, you can always enable it. Okay. So and the pin, you can see that said note, you can only use this pin 5 times. So once the pin has exceeded the number of usage, so they have to buy another pin before they can check their results. Okay, so we have admission desk. So like I said the other time when I was explaining the landing page or the website, that students can also check their results. They can also um, apply for admission online. So they will fill the form of the application form and the online application form. So once they fill the form, so it will indicate in this admission request here that a student has just requested for or applied for admission. So where this admin can now approve the admission, so then go further and set entrance examination for the students, for the aspirant or the applicant. So we also have curriculum control. This curriculum control is where the admin can add all the curriculums. So the curriculum is made available for the student or for the teachers. So because the teachers also needs the curriculum, and most schools teach by curriculum. So once the admin add upload curriculum, so it will show in the teachers portal, also in the student portal. Okay, and because the curriculum, you have the title, we have the subject and the class which the curriculum is meant for, then the term and the section. Then you upload the curriculum. So once you upload the curriculum, so you upload it in PDF file. Advisable that you upload the curriculum in PDF file, so which can easily be accessible by the parents or by the students or by the guardians. Okay, we also have the invoice control. See, the invoice control is where the admin create invoice and view invoice. So if I want to create invoice, for example, let me try to check let me try to check a student information here. Let me try to check a student information here. So I want to check a student reg number. So to generate invoice, let me copy one of the reg number of this student. Okay, I'll be copying this reg number, for example, and go back to the invoice control. So invoice control. So I want to create invoice. So what is the importance of this section, this feature? Normal invoice. Okay, you can create invoice just to, let's say, for example, a student want to buy uniform, a student want to buy textbooks. So instead of you using a manual paper, okay, writing the name of the textbook, writing all the information, you don't have to do that. So the system will automate it, calculate the total cost, calculate, generate the receipt, then print the receipt, hand it over to the student or to the parent. So now how do you start generating or creating a voice? Just put the student reg number here and fetch the student. So now it has already brought out the name of the student, and even the invoice number is unique. So per invoice you are expected to be seeing different or unique invoice number. Okay, so now I'll click on okay, the item says uniform. I'll put uniform. The quantity, let's say the quantity is two. The unit price for one uniform, let's say it is 5,000, for example. So automatically to calculate the total to be 10,000. So if I want to add more items, I'll just click on this green button here. As you can see, click on it, so it will create another line. So let's say this time around it is books. So I'll put one, then I'll put let's say 2,000 for one. So now I'll move to the discounts. I'll move to the discount section. So what should I put in as a discount? Let's say 2,000, or let me even say um 1,500 as a discount. So now automatically they are paying 10,500 because I've already given them a discount of 1,500. So now the amount paid by the student, the bursar or the accountant in charge of this section will input the amount, which is 10,500. So then I'll click on save invoice. So once I click on save invoice, so automatically invoice saves successfully. Then I can easily check the invoice. Okay, so this is the invoice. This is the student name and the invoice number generated. So I can print the receipt and hand it over to the student. So it's as simple as that. So the student can also pay by pay instrumentally. So there's also a room for instrumental payment from this. So and also give room for you to continue the payment. Okay. So let me go back to the section. So if I want to pay, let's say the student did not even pay all. So here you can see this first icon here. So just click it and continue with payment. But this time around, the student paid everything. Student paid everything. So that's that on invoice control. We have the performance of features. So this performance of features enables the admin or the super admin or the school owners to view the results performance of the students at a glance. So instead of you having to, be brainstorming, okay, or asking questions, how many students are passed English, how many students score are below average, how many students pass mathematics. So you can easily come to this performance up and check, okay, how many students in JSS1 pass below 50. So you just want to know the performance of the student per section or per term. So that it will enable you to determine or to give accurate what's it called prediction, accurate prediction or accurate what's it called give you accurate insight of the general student performance in a school for a period of time. So that's that on performance. Also can check by class or you can check by subject. So like I said, you want to check how many students pass mathematics, so that is by subject. But you want to check how many students pass the performance of students in a particular class. So you check by class. Okay. So that's that on performance. So there's no result uploaded in this um, portal yet. So I will have used that to explain. So it is going to be telling you, giving you the analysis and the breakdown using charts, different charts like the bar chart, the pie, and the line. So we also have move to the next section. We also have the students section where you can easily add students. If I just click on students, for example, so it will enable me to add student. So we want to add new student. I just click on register student, then I'll upload the student picture. Please, it is very important that you upload the student actual picture, okay, so that it will show in the report card. You could see the report card I showed you the other time. You could see the student picture. So to make the report card to be more attractive, okay. For some schools, if you don't want to use what's called picture, you can as well use a random avatar image. Okay, so that's that. So I'll click on choose file to upload the picture of the student from my PC. Then I'll select the student class. Then I'll select, okay, just leave the student as row. Just leave this row as student rather. Then I'll select the class level. I'll be explaining these levels one after the other in our next section because we have four different levels. Okay, we have the primary, we have the nursery, we have the upper basic and the senior section. Okay, for primary level, the classes that fall under this primary level are all the primary classes like primary 1 to 5. While the nursery level, all the classes that fall under this nursery level are classes that are nursery 1, nursery 2, kindergarten, reception, all the classes below primary classes are the classes that fall under the nursery level. So we have the upper basic level, which are GSS1, GSS2, and GSS3. Then we have the senior section level, which are SS1, SS2, and SS3. So we only use this level to organize the classes, okay, so that everything will not just look jam packed. Everything should look organized, and also it also helps us while we are trying to structure classes, subjects rather. So structure subjects, organize subjects, and all that. So that's just the essence of this level. So you pick the appropriate level for the student. So if you are selecting GSS1, for example, so you should know that the level you are picking here is upper basic. Then the admission number, all schools have their own unique admission number. Okay, so but we also make provision of generating automated admission number if the school want us to help us to add that features. But currently, as you can see, the the school will have to input the admission number of this particular student using their own unique way of writing the admission number. Okay, then you put the first name, the middle name, the last name. The last name is always the surname. Okay, the last name is the surname. Okay, so we have the gender, you select the gender, the height, put the weight, put the date of birth, health condition. So add the health condition as well, the club, the nationality. So as like I said that this software is used in Nigeria and in Ghana. Okay, so you select Nigeria in your case, then you select the state. Then once you select state, automatically to fetch the local government, the appropriate local government, you select the appropriate local government, then you go for the address and the guardian's details, then the guardian's phone number. Okay, then you submit the registration. Be mindful in this place, okay, before the local government can show, so you have to select the state. Don't jump to the state and come and select local government and you expect local government to show something. So do not show anything until you select the nationality. So you select the state, then you select the local government. So once you are done, you click on save and the password and the username and the reg number will be generated. So the password is automated. So the password for all the students is 1234 by default. Okay, so that students will be able to remember their password. So but once the student log into their account, so they can easily reset their password for security reasons or for confidentiality reasons. So now, so that's that on student, how to add student. Then you can come here and view the student that you had. Just click on select class, then click on view. So once I click on view, you will see you should be able to see all the students in that class. So currently we have two students in this class. So and their reg number, their action. So if any student leaves, don't delete the students, okay? Because the student can still come back. Okay, or even if there's any way they can, even if they want to, if the parents of the student want to, um, what's it called? Maybe they are requesting for the report card of the student for a particular section or particular term. So, but meanwhile, you've already deleted the student. So how can you do that? So that is why we don't advise that you delete any student because students can always come back. Even staff can always come back. Okay, so you don't delete any students. Just we are going to be telling you what to do. So what you need to do is just to archive the student. So once you archive the student will not appear in this page, but it will still be on the software. It will be saved somewhere in the software. Okay. So that's what we mean by archiving the student. So let me show you where to do that. So you just go to manage student status. So once you click on manage student status, you select the word, select the class, then it will you click on view student, then you can see currently the students are what are active, all the students are active. Then you check on the student that you want to archive, check the student that you want to archive, then you come back down, you come down here and select the status to be what to be archived. So once you select the status to be archived, you click on update status. So when you go back to the view student, you see that the student will no longer be there again. So that's just the method. That's the alternative to managing student that has left the school. Okay, so when I click on students, so I can also see another item which is ID card. So the school owner or the admin can print the student ID card from this section. So if I click on GSS1, for example, I click on generate ID card. So all the ID card will appear here. So this is the template. So the front and the back. So the back has a barcode and the student and the school what's it called stamp. So where it can be, you can just take it to the any available printing press to print it. Okay, so make sure that you go to a printing press that have a very good um, what's it called uh, printing machine so that this barcode will show clearly because it will be useful when the teachers are scanning the barcode for attendance purpose. Okay, all right. So now let me go to another list, another item under student. We have promote all students, we have promote selected students, we have demo students. Okay, so this promote all students is used to when you want to promote students from one class to the other. So and it always happen at the first time of a new section. So for example, you want to promote. So when you want to promote, please take note that you promote from the top class you promote from the top class, you don't promote from the lower class. So, for example, GSS, SS3, for example, so you first of all make sure that you promote SS3 students. You make sure that you graduate SS3 students. Like, for example, I click on, let's say this is SS3, for example. So I'll click on graduate because they're already graduate, they've graduated already, so they shouldn't be on this portal. So it's not as if you've deleted them. They will still, their information and biodata will still be on this portal because sometimes they might come to school and say they need their report card, they need this and that. So, but you are only moving them from that class because if you don't move them from that class, their information will still be retained in that class and you'll not be able to promote. So that is why you need to first of all graduate the SS3 students. So once you graduate the SS3 students, then you move to SS2, you graduate, you will promote SS2 to SS3. You move to SS1, you promote SS1 to SS2. You move to GSS3, you promote GSS3 to SS1, and so on and so forth. So that's a very important and vital information about promoting students. Okay, so you also have another features here, which is transfer certificate. Transfer certificate is useful. It's just like a recommendation letter. Okay, so just like okay, I want maybe a student want to apply for something very important, maybe in the bank or maybe scholarship and all that. So the student can request for a transfer letter or a recommendation letter from the school. Okay, so that is what the student will be presenting at the embassy or maybe scholarship body. So just to make sure that okay, they are certain that this particular student is a well is a easygoing student, is a well behaved student, and all those kind of stuff. So that's just the importance of this transfer certificate. We have the behavior analysis. So the behavior analysis, so the teachers, the class teachers so can also manage this. Okay, all these some of these features here are also in the class teachers portal or subject teachers portal. So because the admin should not be the only one to be managing everything. Okay, so we also allow the class teachers to be able to record the behavior analysis of the student. So if I click on record behavior, okay, so it's going to be telling me to select the class of the student. I'll select the class, then select the term, second term, section is 2025, 2026 section. So I'll click on show student. Once I click on show student, so as you can see from here, so you can see that we only have two students in this class. So I'll just select punctuality, I'll give the student 5, neatness, I'll give the student 4, relationship with others, I'll give the student 5, and so on and so forth. So that's what you're going to be doing for all the students. If you have 30 students, it will list all the 30 students in this page. Then you select for all the 30 students, then you save. So it is always vital that the behavior analysis is done even from the start of the term, so that it will be easy. By the time you enter into the heat of the exam, it will be easy for the teachers to be able to manage every other aspect of the results report card, maybe like uploading of result and all that. So you know that you are done with the behavior analysis too. You don't have to stress yourself over it. So what is you are left with is now uploading of results. Okay, so that's just the importance of the behavior analysis. So and everything you put here will reflect in the report card. Okay, so let me go quickly go to the attendance. Okay, so the attendance will be the last features will be explaining in this video. So in our next video, move to academics, payroll, staff ID card, results, fee management, and upload e-note, roles, and permission. So now let me quickly explain the attendance. So now in this attendance, we have a number of items. Okay, we have the student attendance history. Okay, I want you to understand that this attendance can be taken by the class teachers. This student attendance can be taken by the class teacher. It is the duty of the class teacher to take student attendance, not even the subject teacher. It is the duty of the class teacher to take the um, student attendance. Okay, and we have two method of taking the class attendance by the class teacher. Okay, so we have the manual method where the teachers we just have to be selecting what's it called present, present, absent, or just like our old ways of managing attendance. Okay, so then the second alternative to that is using a scanner, using their phone to scan the back of the student ID card. So once they scan the back of the student ID card, so the parent will be receiving a notification that okay, a student has taken his attendance. Okay, the time and the attendance status will be sent to the parent automatically. So that's what we mean by automated attendance or QR code scanning attendance. So it is a class teacher, it is the responsibility of the class teachers to take attendance every morning and also to take attendance every afternoon. Okay. All right. So that's that on student attendance. So this admin can also take attendance, but it is not really the work of the admin. So I'll click on student attendance. So it's going to be telling me, so the admin or the class teacher will be using his or her phone to take the student attendance. Okay, so this is the automated QR code attendance method. As you can see, it's requesting for me, it's asking me to use my camera. So other than I'm using a phone, so I'll just click on allow this time or allow while using this, while visiting this site, so that it will enable me to use my phone camera to scan the attendance or the QR code of the student ID card. Then it will um, and then it will scan it. So once I scan it, or before I can even scan it, I have to select the class of the student, select the date, select the time, select all this information, the roll call, select the roll call. If it is morning, select. If it is afternoon, you select. Then you scan. Once you scan, it will mark the student automatically. Okay, then you move to the next student. So that's that on student attendance. Then you can also check the attendance history of the student. So we have the attendance security analytics. Now, attendance security analytics. Now, this has to do with the staff attendance. Okay, this has to do with the staff attendance. The admin can manage staff attendance using two methods. Okay, I've just explained the student attendance, okay, which is for the class teachers. But now the staff attendance is managed by the admin or by the super admin. Okay. So and I said that it can be done to using two methods. So the first method, okay, is what we call by centralization. What the second method is what we call by is what we call decentralization method. The first method is centralization method, while the second method is decentralization method. So now, what do I mean by centralization method? So centralization method is when the admin, when the student, when the maybe admin or anyone that is fully in charge of taking the staff attendance, okay, when the teachers or the staff get to the school entrance, so there will be someone that will be at the gate. Okay, there will be someone that will be at the gate who is in charge of taking the staff attendance. So instead of the staff having to write on the book the time, their names, and everything, and signature, what they just need to do is to present their ID card, because there is also staff ID card in this portal, and the staff ID card has a QR code at the back. So what the staff just need to do is just to present the ID card to the admin, the person in charge of taking the attendance. Then the admin will now have to scan. There's also a place the admin will be able to scan the QR code at the back of the staff attendant at the ID card. Then once you scan it, then it will automatically take the staff attendance. So that is what we mean by centralization method, because there is someone taking the staff attendance. There's someone that is fully in charge of taking the staff attendance. So the staff will get to the school, then they will have to meet with a contact person. Okay, that's what we mean by centralization attendance method. So now there's another method which is decentralization method. That one, the staff does not even have to see anybody. Once you get to the school gate, so there will be a general QR code where they will scan with their phone. So once they scan with their phone, then the attendance will be taken. So now, anything can happen. Staff can just decide to, come late to school and write a different time. Let's say staff, a normal resumption time is, let's say 8 a.m. in the morning, and the staff comes by 9 a.m. So different kind of issues or challenges can come up. Okay, so in order to avoid late comers or in order to avoid a lot irregularities in all this attendance system, So that's why we have provided a decentralized attendance system where the staff will be able to scan a QR code, and this particular system will detect the time that the staff get to the school. And if the staff get to school beyond the time, beyond the resumption time, it's going to be detecting the time and it's going to be tagging the staff as a late comer, that the staff, okay, that the staff comes to school very late, and it's going to be charging the staff a, an amount set by the school, So it's going to be charging it's going to be charging the staff or the teacher, okay, by the amount set by the school. So now this what's it called? This I'm coming. We have attendance security analytics. So this attendance security analytics, now we have, as you can see, we have the geofence configuration, we have the school longitude, we have the school radius. I'll be sending another guidelines on how to set this information because it's beyond our training year. So this geofence configuration latitude, school latitude, it's just like, okay, telling you the GPS of the school location. If the school is located in Abuja, so and an attendance is taken at Lagos, okay, so the staff can bypass the system like that. But because we don't want the staff to bypass the system, where a staff will be taking attendance somewhere and you believe that the staff is already in the school taking attendance. So that is why this um, geolocation setting is very important, so that it will detect the school location, it will register and capture the school location. Okay, so now the school altitude, you put the school altitude, the school longitude, you put it, then the radius, then you enable the chauffeur status to be what enabled. So once you enable it, then you are good to go. Then if any staff now take attendance maybe in a different location aside of the school, okay, then it's going to be detecting the school, the staff location from this GPS location. So that's just the essence of this analytics, this attendance security analytics, and any staff that take attendance, their record will be shown here. So it's going to be capturing the staff name, it's going to be capturing the staff IP address, the IP address of the staff device. It's also going to be capturing the GPS location of the staff and the device fingerprint, okay, and the scan activities. It's going to be capturing all this information. So we have the scan staff ID card, okay. In our first method, I mentioned the centralized attendance system where the staff will have to scan this ID card of the staff. So this is where the admin will click this scan staff ID card. So once you click on scan staff ID card, so to show a scanner where they can easily scan the staff ID card QR code. So now we have the print QR code. So this print QR code is the QR code, is the general QR code that each staff will scan when they get to the entrance of the school. So this QR code will be placed at the entrance of the school. So it will be printed actually. So once they print it, then they will place it at the entrance of the school so that any staff that comes to the school does not even need to meet with anybody. They will just scan the what's it called? They will just scan this QR code, and where will they press? So they will only click on this scan QR code. As you can see, this scan QR code is what they will click. So once they click on scan QR code, then it will show a scanner. Then they will just place their phone to this what's it called? They will place their phone to this scanner and to this QR code and scan. So now, very important, all the staff that want to scan the QR code must make sure that their phone settings, they on their location. Okay, they on their location. Their phone settings, they must not turn off their location, because if they turn off their location, it will not be successful and nothing will scan. So they have to turn on their location before it can be successful. Now we have set penalty fee. See, this set penalty fee, like I said the other time, that any staff that comes late, okay, So the staff will be charged a particular amount set by the school. Let's say now the resumption money resumption time is 8 a.m. and you set lateness penalty fee to be 1,000. Okay, and you set absent penalty fee to be what, 3,000, because some staff will not even take attendance for the day. They will not take attendance for the day. So you can always set penalty fee for absence. You can set penalty fee for lateness. So then you can also add public holidays. The holidays like Easter, like Salah, and so on and so forth, because these are public holidays, okay, that teachers will not go to school. So make sure you add the public holiday so that the the system will not, because we use cron jobs, so to say the system will not mishandle the attendance system. Okay, so now you also add school closure days. Okay, when the school be resuming, when the school be on break, so you make sure you add school closure days. So once you're able to do these tools, then you are good to go by setting this attendance and the time and the lateness penalty fee. Okay. Then we also have this manual absence entry. So this, as you can see, we call it plan B. So in case if the cron job failed, okay, and a staff does not take any attendance, because a staff that does not take any attendance will not have any record on the attendance system. So any staff that does not take any attendance, just come to this select staff. You select the staff that does not take any attendance. You select the date. Okay, when you select the date, just click on add absence. So once you add absence, then the staff will automatically be charged any amount that you set in this absence penalty fee. So that's just that about this attendance. So yes, so this we have my lateness record. This my lateness record is where the staff can check his lateness record. Okay, how the staff will be able to check the amount he has been charged from the first day of the month to the last day of the month. And mind you, the school owner can decide to say, okay, oh, at the end of the month, when your lateness fee has accumulated to 1,000 or has accumulated to 5,000, at the end of the month, I'll be subcharging the amount from your salary. So this is where the admin can get the information about the amount he is meant to charge at the end of the month from the staff salary. So this particular features is just implemented just to make sure that there's discipline among the staff, so that staff will not just become late and there will not be any form of false information, because any school that is condoling or that is imbibing the method of allowing the staff to write attendance on the paper, not all the staff will even follow the due diligence on how to manage attendance using paper. Okay, because some staff will come late and they'll be writing, let's say, maybe the resumption time is 8 a.m. and some staff come by 9 a.m. and they're writing 7:59. So this particular system eradicates any form of false attendance system. So now we are done with the attendance system. In our next video, we're talking about the every other section like the academic section, they're talking about the roles and permission, talking about the results, computation, the payroll, and all that, and every other aspect. Thank you very much for listening.